Sarah Abotsi to take the stage, another person that I know and respect a lot for her work. Sarah has been doing activities at the Ghana Planetarium for quite some time now, and I've been witnessing here and there a few of the things that she's doing. We're cooking a plan together now also to bring new ideas and activities to Ghana. And I'm so excited about that. We also saw some of the activities that are done by the planetarium. So if you want to know how to change the world for a better place, listen carefully to what Sarah has to say to you. Sarah, we are already very late in the program, so please stick to the time, and the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Wow, that's some introduction. So let me go straight and share the screen, and I want to share the sound as well. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so first of all, it's great to be here at this Global Hands-on Universe meeting, my first time here, so that's a great honor. And as Rosa said, I'm here to talk about the various activities we carry out at the Ghana Planetarium. Briefly, so that photo is me when I was younger and braver. So I'm an informal science and astronomy educator. I'm not an astronomer or an astronaut, although many children at the planetarium think I am. They often ask me if I've been to space, which is quite cool, but unfortunately, no, I'm not. So I've been a volunteer at the planetarium since 2009. I have a whole load of hats and acronyms. I've realized there's too many acronyms here. I'm also General Secretary of AFAS, which is the African Astronomical Society, and just recently been made a National Astronomy Education Coordinator for Ghana for the new Office of Astronomy Education, and also a member of a team in a project in Ghana called PRAGSAT, which is about promoting radio astronomy because we have a very nice radio observatory now. So the planetarium, this was the vision of the two people in the photo there, Dr. Ashong, Dr. Jacob Ashong and his wife Jane, who were really quite remarkable. They built their own planetarium. Everyone told them they were mad, and they went ahead and did it. If anyone has met Jacob, you will know he is a force to be reckoned with. He's in his 80s, but has more energy than most people half his age. So they had this wonderful idea of bringing science education to Ghana, because there's really nothing else. There's no science centers. The Science Museum, sadly, is very underfunded. And it's also become a kind of a hub for science enthusiasts. We have lots of links with other projects, and people help us get volunteers and have their science meetings here and so on. So we want to inspire everyone with the amazing universe. The second and third aims there are really the most important. We want to encourage students, young people especially, to enjoy science and to be curious about the world around them, and also to, especially, to take part in hands-on experiments, hands-on fun activities. This is really lacking in most of the schools. There can be kids in Ghana who go through the whole school and literally never do one experiment practically. The teacher will just dictate it and they write it down. So that's a big challenge that we have. Just briefly, since I don't know if any of you have ever been to the planetarium before, this is what it looks like and how it was built. Started in 2008 with just, I said, Jacob and Jane and a few helpers in the compound of where they've rented an office. This is the inside getting finished, and then it was officially opened in January 2009. Sorry, I realized I left a question mark in there. You can see the original photo is a lovely, the normal dome that you're used to for a planetarium, but we did find that outer cover started deteriorating, so we had to put a roof on, which is very smart, but it means you don't see a dome anymore, which is a little bit of a shame. We do all sorts of different activities. Obviously the planetarium shows, teachers workshops, we have a robotics club and lots of children's activities and science demos. And people can also hire the premises for events and for parties. We've had lots of birthday parties and even a wedding. Some people got married at the planetarium, which is quite exciting. But our main focus, if you like, our kind of bread and butter is the school visits. So kids from age 5 all the way up to 18. And we do get students from universities as well. They usually watch a planetarium show on the solar system because there's very little else of astronomy in the curriculum. So that's normally what they want to see. But they don't just go into the planetarium and come out. We engage them in a lot of, Q&A and discussion to stimulate their curiosity and to also check their understanding. We have these big posters around the compound and we send them off to read the posters and come back and tell us what they've understood or what questions they have. And sometimes they do some practical things like, measuring circles to learn about pi or calculating light years. That's one of the favorites. Usually after the show, they'll come outside and they get these science demos, which they really enjoy. And as you can see from the equipment, a lot of it is very basic household materials or things you can recycle. So we encourage the kids, to let them know it's the kind of thing they can do themselves. When they go home, they can also do the same kind of experiments. Then we also have public events at the weekends, and usually it's families with children who come. And again, we have a variety of different types of events. And so I'm going to show you some of the types of things we do. So hands-on activities, like I was saying, are very important. So whether you're doing, measuring shadows for the Eratosthenes experiment or creating a model of an asteroid to see how it rotates, the young people in orange are creating their own constellations. And then over on the right, someone playing, well, actually that's my daughter, playing with a Fresnel lens that was actually donated by a science enthusiast who came to visit us and do some shows. You may have seen the workshop done on Monday by some of my colleagues that showed this solar system hat, one of our favorite activities. It looks like a very simple, just fun activity, but there's a lot of learning in there. The kids learn about the names of the planets, the order of the planets. You can talk about the composition through the colors. And they love having something that they can wear and take away with them. And then on this event, we also got them to be the solar system. So the lady in the middle, the top right there is the sun, and then the different children are being different planets. And we're trying to get them to orbit. Sometimes it doesn't work very well, but it's all good fun. We do lots of art activities. All the kids absolutely love the art activities. In fact, it's a bit of a challenge to make sure that they do some astronomy as well as the art. They almost don't want to sit and listen to any of the astronomy. They want to just get on with the art. But that's always very popular, especially with the younger ones. So if the activity, we need to be careful that we do include the learning, so that the comet activity in the bottom left is a good one, because everything they put on the art is part of the comet, the nucleus, the coma around it, and then the feathers to show that there's more than one tail, which most people don't know. And then the very elongated orbit is also shown. The kids that are painting the astronaut cutout, when we did that, we thought it would just be like a painting project. And yeah, it's fun, the kids can put their faces through. We didn't realize how popular that would be. And there was literally a queue of parents, queuing up to take photos of their kids with their faces in the astronaut suit. So that was a good one. For Asteroid Day, we did an awesome asteroid art day. And for this, we partnered with a local company that specializes in art for kids, which was fantastic because they brought everything. They brought the mat on the floor, they brought the tables, they brought the chairs, they brought the aprons for the kids, the paper, the brushes, literally everything. And there was a whole table of paint and colors and sequins and glitter and stones and shells, and it was fantastic. The kids absolutely loved it. So I did a little talk about comets and asteroids and meteors, and then they made their artwork. And yesterday you may have heard Deirdre Kellican talking about Action Sun, which is a really fantastic project. When I heard about it, I got in touch with her, and she agreed that we could also do it in Ghana, and she kind of helped me through the whole process of doing it. With our version, it's just each child does their own picture of the sun, and the different colours represent the different features and things on the sun's surface. So that was also one that the kids really enjoyed, and we've done it quite a few times. For the IAU 100 anniversary, we had an event where we talked about the achievements of astronomy in the last 100 years, and then we asked the children what did they think might happen in the next 100 years in astronomy, and then they had to draw what they think might be discovered, or what might happen. And so there were loads of, you know, rockets, and obviously loads of aliens, you know, going to other planets and finding aliens, and space hotels and all sorts of wonderful things. And at the bottom there, you can see the young man is showing his mum what he's drawn, which is a nice thing. The kids have to come with their parents. It's not like a drop-off. We don't really have enough volunteers to really be able to supervise all the kids, so the parents have to come. Some of them are fantastic and really enjoy it and help out and really enjoy the learning, because often, you know, many people in Ghana have very little knowledge of astronomy. But there are some who sort of try to get out of it. Sometimes you see a child wandering around and say, oh, who have you come with? And they say, oh, my dad, where is he? He's in the car. He says he doesn't want to come out. and there's times we've had to go and get the parent out of the car park and say, no, I'm sorry, you have to accompany your child to the planetarium. When the Dawn mission was approaching Ceres, I don't know if you remember those wonderful photos as it got closer and closer, with features like there were those bright spots on the surface. Everyone was wondering what they'd be. So we had an event about the mission and showed the kids lots of pictures, and then they drew their own pictures of what they thought Ceres might look like once you got there. And then apart from art, we also do games, and these are great fun. This is a game called Rover Races. It's a NASA game, and it's basically helping the kids to understand how difficult it is and how careful you have to be when you're giving instructions to a rover on a planet thousands of kilometers away. So they're in teams, and we have a course marked out on the ground, and one team member has to walk the course and write down the instructions for getting to the end, you know, like go forward 3 steps, turn right 90 degrees, take another 2 steps, things like that. And then the rest of the team are blindfolded and have to follow the instructions. And the kids thought this was hilarious. Of course, some of them ended up all over the place. My daughters still talk about this event, you know, many years later, because they enjoyed it so much. Another good one I found is called Active Accretion, which, believe it or not, is a game where you simulate the accretion of dust particles that eventually will create an asteroid or a planet. And when I first heard that, I thought, really, how are you going to do that as a game? But actually it turned out to be great fun. So the kids all have cards that tell them which type of dust grain are they rocky, are they icy, are they metallic? And they're all spread out around the sun, and they have to orbit the sun, and then they gradually start clumping together. So here's the different groups. I think hopefully you can see some happy smiling faces. Everyone thought this was great fun, including the adults. And they all...
3 more minutes.
Sorry?
3 more minutes.
3 more, okay, then I'll hurry up then. So eventually they all clump together to become planets. Sometimes it's a bit chaotic, as you can see, but it's all good fun. Special events like Pi Day. I want to hurry up because I've got some others I want to show you. Some guest speakers. This is a wonderful Ghanaian engineer who works at NASA. He works on all the rovers on Mars. And when he came, the planetarium was absolutely completely full. We normally can only fit 60. We had 120 people inside the planetarium because it was so popular. Also astronomers from ESO came and did some lovely games. And another, Darren Baskell from the University of Sussex did some teacher training, which was great to show the teachers some of the hands-on activities they could do. Again, night and daytime viewing. The telescope viewing nights are very popular, getting more popular actually. And we've also had, lucky enough to have things like the transit of Mercury. This was at a local school where 400 students and staff all got to see the transit. So Mercury is that little dot just there. They could see it when they got very excited. We've had some wonderful eclipses in 2013. We had around 300 people, all different ways to look at the eclipse. And then again in 2016. And for this one, we had glasses donated by Astronomers Without Borders, and we gave them to community groups like libraries who came for training and then went and helped their kids watch the eclipse. And some of the community groups gave the glasses to local people in a market. So the lady there is making her breakfast donuts and watching the eclipse. And afterwards, the kids sent us loads of pictures and letters telling us all about the eclipse, which was fantastic. So you may not think that music and astronomy have much to do with each other, but we had an email from a young man saying, oh, I'm a musician, I'd like to come and sing at the planetarium. And I thought, who is this person? He might not be any good. I don't even know who he is, but I looked him up online. He's called Checheku, and I found all these wonderful reviews and thought, wow, this sounds great. So he said, yes, please come and sing. And he came, he's come 3 times. He's really wonderful and he loves astronomy. So when he sings, he tells stories about the sky and about the moon. And it's really a lovely, lovely event in our lovely garden just outside the planetarium. So actually I'm gonna, right at the end, you'll be able to hear some of his music. So this is us. We use all these different types of events to get people to appreciate the universe and encourage curiosity, promote science, and also empower our teachers. And so far we've reached around 40,000 visitors since we've been open. So you can contact us here, and now I think everyone should put their videos on, because now you have to dance, because I'm going to show you some music. Oh, sorry. Oh no, what's happened? Hold on, hold on, hold on. There we go. Hope everyone's dancing.
Friday night you ask for pennies, Saturday night I give you $1.
Sorry, I think I have to finish that now.
Yes, of course. It's amazing. I mean, you put us, all of us to shame. I thought that if we shared everything that we did when we were doing lots of activities in a place where you used to make activities, I would say, oh, I had a very good list, but so amazing. Thank you so much for sharing it. We do have time for, we're not having break. I'm the bad guy now. I have, it should be Gustavo, but since I'm the next chair, I'm bringing the bad news to you. There is not going to be a break. So I see that there is a question here by Alan Gold. Hi Alan, nice to see you here. I think the activities you, Sarah, described and illustrated are fantastic. Are there write-ups of them? Might they be posted on the web? Oh, there's a mission there, Sarah.
Okay. Yes, that's a good point. I mean, no, we have, we just put up the photos when we do the events on Facebook. I mean, we will have a write-up because, when we find the activities, we find them from somewhere, and I kind of make notes, and sometimes we adjust them slightly. So yes, they are somewhere, but not in a nice condensed form. So that actually is a very good point.
So is it fair to say that now that Jihu is going to offer a lot of training every year, that one of them will be Sarah with some materials that to share the activities? How about that?
I would love to. That sounds great. That sounds great.
You heard people. You heard live. You are live to the globe. So there is no turning back. Sarah, thank you so much for this brilliant presentation. I'm feeling so rich. I used to think I have to rob a bank, but I think now dreams are coming to me because I'm feeling really, really very wealthy. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.